In the last episode, with a little bit of LP to spare, WhyGuy tested a mathematically correct build for set, starting with laying off a good foundation for late game by grayscaling in the early game. Papa started to feel the punch of this build when his 1 death power spike reached its 8th activation, as he obliterated one of his enemies with a fully charged crippling counter. That's 700 true damage with 1.5 item. I think I don't need to show you the math to know that that's not balanced. On its 10th activation, WhyGuy landed the perfect engage with his ultimate catching Nar as he transforms, setting the stage for his friends as he tanked and dealt insane amount of damage. Like seriously though, after all these years of playing this game, I never thought I'd see these 2 words in one sentence. Victory. Welcome to Season 11, I guess. 952 was the highest damage that WhyGuy achieved that game, but he believes that there's still so much potential to be explored with this build. So WhyGuy queues up for solo lane in ranked flex because normal drafts doesn't exist in this server for some reason, and he doesn't want other people in solo rank to suffer because he's not playing his main role. Papa may have encouraged us in the most unusual way in the past, but he has never pulled the trigger, so trust me when I say that he's not a psychopath. Silver elo, I see. This is actually good for Papa hasn't played other lanes for years now. It'll be a good starting point to practice solo laning again. Unfortunately, someone must have formed a contract with the internet gods, disconnecting not 1, but 2 of our protagonists' allies. Must be the work of evil Papa. Pretty sure WhyGuy dies if you flash auto him. Thank God Papa experienced the first silver lining and silver elo for a haha classic comedy, reminding us to like and subscribe this early. That was a good play by Yasuo. Sadly his efforts will all be in vain after Papa remakes this game. Now I'm certain that this is definitely evil Papa's doing. He must have forgot that WhyGuy didn't need a jungler to regain control over his lane. All Papa needs is a huge wave of minions on his side. Truly the second most reliable teammate in this game. They don't flame, they don't complain, and best of all, they don't report you after the game. WhyGuy finally getting the hang of it again. Though he experienced a minor setback for dying to Yasuo at level 2, Papa is now dominating his lane opponent, denying him CS, farming up his grasp every time he gets a chance, slowly building up girth. Clean. sadly there's a bug that caused our protagonist to slightly miss his haymaker on the bug, requiring another punch for him to get rid of it. That resulted into Papa eliminating Yasuo half a second late. This little miscalculation cost WhyGuy his life. If he wants to win this game under these circumstances, I'm afraid he must play flawlessly, especially with one of his ally losing the will to play this game. Why is she flashing like she saw a FedZ about Walter? Imagine a master player losing this game. Insert a classic comedy about misfortune here. They thought that they completely shut our protagonist down, but what they didn't know is that Papa is becoming dirtier as the game progresses, grayscaling into late game while resetting their gold. And when the right time comes, WhyGuy shows his adversaries what happens to someone's lunch money for being the only Asian kid in school. So this is what it looks like if League of Legends has a single player mode. WhyGuy was about to let them live, but Kha'Zix was so eager to give Papa his bounty so WhyGuy can finish his third item. Hey, a Hydra, definitely not a paid actor, I promise. After the destruction of WhyGuy's turret, Yasuo thought that WhyGuy is still playing on single player mode and decided to overstay, not knowing that Papa already activated 2-player mode, leading to the samurai's demise. Ladies and gentlemen, that was from pure girth and no grit. Now with one less enemy to deal with, WhyGuy and 2 of his friends, yes, they deserve to be spelled correctly for sticking to the Lord of Hydra till the end. WhyGuy and 2 of his friends force and engage on their enemies for one final push towards victory. WhyGuy looking like One Punch Guy over here with those juicy cripple encounters, but I'm afraid it wasn't enough as their adversaries storm their nexus, overpowering our protagonist that will eventually lead to his defeat. Bronze, I see. The only good thing about starting this low is that you can only go up. Easier said than done, because what Papa didn't know is that he's having the easy life in Masters, because the real challenge in this game is in the depths of Bronze.